Hey everyone! Welcome to another exciting journey into the mysteries that have fascinated humanity for centuries. Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered what's out there? The night sky has always been a source of wonder and inspiration. Each twinkling star, each distant galaxy, holds secrets that we are only beginning to uncover. People have always been curious about the unknown. This curiosity drives us to explore, to seek answers, and to push the boundaries of our understanding. From the earliest days of human history, we've looked to the skies and asked questions about our place in the universe. A long time ago, different cultures had their own stories about the universe and our place in it. These stories were passed down through generations, often through oral traditions and later through written texts. They provided a way for people to make sense of the world around them and to explain the mysteries they encountered. These stories often talked about magical places and strange creatures. They were filled with gods, demons, and mythical beings that inhabited realms beyond our own. These tales were not just entertainment. They were a way to convey important cultural values and beliefs. In India, our ancient books are full of these kinds of stories, like the one about Patala, a hidden world underground. Patala is described in Hindu cosmology as a subterranean realm, inhabited by serpents and other mystical creatures. It is a place of great beauty and mystery, often depicted in ancient texts and art. It's not just a place, but also a big idea with lots of meaning. Patala represents the unknown, the hidden aspects of our world that are waiting to be discovered. It challenges us to look beyond the surface and to explore the depths of our imagination and understanding. Let's explore Patala and see what we can learn. By delving into these ancient stories, we can gain insights into the beliefs and values of the cultures that created them. We can also find inspiration for our own explorations and discoveries. So join me as we journey into the depths of Patala and uncover the secrets of this fascinating realm. So, what is Patala? It's like a secret world underneath us, full of life and mystery. It's not a scary place like some underworlds in other stories. It's actually supposed to be super beautiful, full of riches and amazing things. Imagine incredible landscapes, sparkling cities, and creatures you've never seen before. It's a place where the rules of our world might not work, a place where magic could be real. Let's see what the old stories tell us about this amazing place. An ancient book called the Vishnu Purana tells us a lot about Patala. This ancient scripture is a treasure trove of knowledge, offering a glimpse into the rich tapestry of Indian mythology. The Vishnu Purana is one of the 18 Mahapuranas, a genre of ancient Indian texts that are revered for their spiritual and historical significance. It says, Patala has 7 levels, like a giant layer cake. Imagine a world where each layer is a unique realm, stacked one on top of the other, each with its own distinct characteristics and wonders. These layers are not just physical spaces but are imbued with spiritual and mystical significance. Each level is different and has its own ruler. They're called Atala, Vitala, Nitala, Garbhastimat, Mahatala, Sutala, and Patala. These rulers are often depicted as powerful and wise beings, each governing their realm with a unique set of laws and customs. The diversity of these levels reflects the complexity and richness of the universe as envisioned in Indian mythology. Sutala and Patala. Each name carries a story, a legend that has been passed down through generations. These names are not just labels, but are imbued with deep meanings and histories that are integral to the cultural and spiritual fabric of India. Each level is supposed to be even more beautiful and amazing than the one above it. Imagine landscapes that are so breathtakingly beautiful that they seem almost otherworldly. From lush green forests to sparkling rivers, each level is a paradise in its own right. Think palaces covered in jewels, where every corner glitters with precious stones. These palaces are not just architectural marvels, but are also symbols of the immense wealth and prosperity that these realms possess. Gardens with strange and colorful flowers, each more vibrant and exotic than the last. These gardens are said to be filled with plants and flowers that have magical properties, adding to the mystical aura of these realms. And music, filling the air. The sounds of traditional Indian instruments create a serene and enchanting atmosphere, making these realms a feast for the senses. And each level has its own special residents, from friendly beings who are always ready to lend a helping hand. These beings are often depicted as benevolent spirits who guide and protect the inhabitants of their realms. To powerful creatures with magical powers. These creatures are not just figments of imagination, but are integral to the myths and legends that form the backbone of Indian culture. They possess abilities that defy the laws of nature, adding an element of wonder and awe to the stories of Patala. Patala isn't just pretty landscapes, it's also got interesting residents. This mystical realm, often referred to as the netherworld, is home to a variety of fascinating beings that have captured the imagination of many. The stories and legends surrounding these inhabitants are as rich and diverse as the land itself. The most famous are the Nagas, which are like snake people. These beings are often depicted with the upper body of a human and the lower body of a serpent. In many cultures, Nagas are revered as powerful and wise entities. They are believed to possess immense knowledge and magical abilities, making them both respected and feared. They're supposed to be wise and magical, guarding Patala's treasures. These treasures are not just material wealth, but also include ancient knowledge and secrets of the universe. The Nagas are often seen as protectors of these valuable assets, ensuring that they do not fall into the wrong hands. They can be scary, but also helpful. While their appearance might be intimidating, Nagas are known to assist those who show them respect and seek their guidance. Many tales speak of Nagas coming to the aid of humans in times of need, offering wisdom and protection. Besides Nagas, there are also Asuras, Daityas, Danavas, and Rakshasas. These beings are often portrayed as powerful and formidable, each with their own unique characteristics and stories. The Asuras, for instance, are known for their strength and ambition, often challenging the gods in epic battles. These guys are sometimes seen as rivals to the Devas, the gods who live up in the heavens. The Devas and these netherworld beings have a complex relationship, filled with both conflict and cooperation. Their interactions are a central theme in many mythological stories, highlighting the balance of power and the eternal struggle between good and evil. But they're not always bad guys. In fact, many stories depict these beings in a more nuanced light, showing that they have their own motivations and reasons for their actions. They are not inherently evil, but are often misunderstood due to their fearsome appearances and actions. They're just different parts of the universe, each with their own role to play. In the grand tapestry of existence, every being, whether divine or demonic, has a purpose. The inhabitants of Patala remind us that the universe is vast and diverse, with each entity contributing to the cosmic balance in their own unique way. Patala is a cool story, but it's more than just that. It also has a deeper meaning. Think of it like the hidden part of yourself, the place inside where your feelings, wishes, and potential are hiding. Going down to Patala is like exploring your inner self. It's about facing your fears and coming out stronger. The real treasures of Patala aren't gold and jewels, but the wisdom you find on this inner journey. Here's something really interesting. Some people think the stories about Patala might be talking about wormholes. Wormholes are like tunnels through space and time, shortcuts to faraway places. Scientists are still trying to figure out if they're real. But in Hindu stories, we hear about gods like Narada zipping between different worlds. Maybe our ancestors knew something about wormholes long before scientists did. Another cool connection is with time dilation. Einstein's theory says that time isn't the same for everyone. It depends on how fast you're moving. Well, Hindu stories are full of people visiting other worlds where time works differently. Someone might spend a few years in heaven, but when they come back to Earth, hundreds of years have passed. These stories might be symbolic, but they show that the idea of time being bendy isn't new. It's fun to compare old stories with science, but we should always be respectful. These ancient books weren't science textbooks. They were stories that taught important lessons about life. If we only look at them through a science lens, we might miss the bigger picture. The connections between ancient wisdom and modern science should make us appreciate both even more. Thinking about Patala and its possible links to science shows us how smart our ancestors were. Even though they used different words and images, their ideas sometimes match up with what scientists are discovering today. Exploring these old stories opens our minds and makes us curious about the universe and our place in it. It's a journey of discovery, connecting the past and the present, the magical and the scientific, the things we know and the things we don't.